You guys, picture this. You're packing for a family road trip, excited for new sights and memories with your loved ones. But what if that trip was a setup, your own parents and sibling plotting to end your life in the cold depths of a canal? That's the nightmare the Shafia sisters and their aunt faced in 2009, drowned in a locked car, a case labeled as honor killings that shook Canada to its core. And the thing that gets me every time? In 2025, with fresh discussions on immigrant families and domestic violence, this story still sparks debates about culture, control, and crime. It's a gut-wrenching tale of betrayal from the people who should protect you most. So, stick with me. We're diving into a horror where a family's secrets led to unimaginable tragedy. Let's start from the beginning, where it all seemed like a success story. Mohammed Shafia was born in 1952 in Kabul, Afghanistan. A sharp businessman who built a life in electronics, importing goods and making good money. In 1978, he married Rona Amir Mohammed, a beautiful woman from a well-off family. But after years, no children came, which in their culture put pressure on the marriage. So Mohammed took a second wife in 1985, Tuba Muhammad Yahya, starting a family that would grow to 7 kids. Rona stayed, but her role shifted. She became like a second mom, helping raise the children, but always in the shadow. The family lived a nomadic life, fleeing war in Afghanistan to Pakistan, then Dubai, Australia, and finally settling in Montreal, Canada in 2007 as immigrants. Mohammed opened a shopping mall, drove luxury cars like a Lexus, and housed his large family in a nice home in Saint Leonard. On the outside, it was the American dream, or Canadian dream, hard work paying off, but inside, tension brewed. Mohammed was strict, traditional, controlling every move. The kids, Zainab the oldest at 19, Sahar 17, Geeti 13, and their siblings, were caught between two worlds: Afghanistan's conservative values and Canada's freedom. The boys got more leeway, but the girls, monitored, restricted. Rona, childless and unhappy, wanted a divorce, but Mohammed refused, seeing it as shame. That resentment simmered, setting the stage for disaster. The cracks really showed once they hit Canada. Zainab, the firecracker, was the first to rebel. At 19, she wanted freedom. Dating a Pakistani boy, Ammar Wahid, against her dad's rules. She ran away to a shelter in April 2009, calling 911 in tears. "My father is going to kill me." Social services got involved, but the family convinced her to return. Sahar, 17, was depressed, cutting herself, telling school counselors her dad threatened to kill her for dishonoring the family with makeup and boys. She even attempted suicide, landing in hospital. Geeti, 13, was wild, skipping school, wanting out of the house, telling teachers she feared for her life. Rona, the first wife, supported the girls, writing in her diary about Mohammed's abuse, how he hit her, called her worthless for no kids. She begged for a divorce, but he refused. Mohammed's rage built. He saw his daughter's Western ways as betrayal, treason to his honor. Wiretaps later caught him ranting. "They committed treason on us. May the devil shit on their graves." Tuba, the second wife, was complicit, monitoring the girls' phones, reporting back. Hamid, the 20-year-old son, was daddy's boy, helping enforce rules. The family was a pressure cooker, the girls' diaries full of fear, Rona's pleas ignored. That tension exploded on a vacation to Niagara Falls in June 2009. The trip was supposed to be a family getaway, but it was a death sentence. June 22, 2009, The Shafias leave Montreal for Niagara Falls. Mohammed, Tuba, Hamed, the kids, and Rona. But the girls were on edge. Zainab had just married Ammar in a quick ceremony, annulled the next day under pressure. Mohammed was furious. On the way back, they stop in Kingston, Ontario, at a motel. That's where it happened. Around 2 a.m., June 30th, Mohammed, Tuba, and Hamed carried out the plan. The four victims, Zainab, Sahar, Geeti, and Rona, were put into the family's Nissan Sentra. Whether they were drugged or knocked out first, we'll never know. But they were locked in. The car pushed into the Rideau Canal by the Lexus SUV. The canal's deep, dark waters swallowed them. The killers staged it as an accident. The girls joyriding and crashing. But the car was in first gear, keys out, no brake marks. Autopsies showed drowning, but bruises suggested struggle. Rona's diary, found later, painted the abuse. The family's story. The four went for a drive and didn't return. Cops didn't buy it. The Nissan's position under the lock gates was impossible without help. Wiretaps sealed it. Mohammed raging, "I say to the devil himself, cut them into pieces." The betrayal from the people who should protect them. The girls' final moments, trapped, water rising, it's soul-crushing. The discovery kicked off the hunt. July 1st, 2009, a diver finds the submerged Nissan in the canal. 4 bodies inside, hands not on the wheel, no signs of panic driving. The Shafias claim it's a tragic accident, but cops smell foul play. The family's Lexus has scratches matching the push. July 23rd, Mohammed, Tuba, and Hamed are arrested in Montreal, charged with 4 counts of first-degree murder and conspiracy. The investigation uncovers the family's secrets, Rona's diary detailing abuse, the girls' school reports of fear, Mohammed's Google searches for where to commit murder. Wiretaps from the motel room catch Tuba admitting she was there, fainting as the car sank. Hamed's laptop has searches for bodies in water. The motive? Honor. The girls' Western ways shamed the family. Zainab's boyfriend, Sahar's depression, Geeti's rebellion, Rona's support. All treason. The community in St. Leonard was stunned. This affluent Afghan family hiding such darkness. Police coordinated with Montreal and Kingston PD, piecing together the trip's timeline. The arrests sent shockwaves through Canada's immigrant communities, sparking debates on cultural clashes. The trial was a blockbuster, October 2011 to January 2012 in Kingston, drawing global attention. The courtroom was packed, media swarming. Prosecutors painted a picture of cold-blooded honor killings. Mohammed the patriarch, obsessed with reputation, Tuba the enabler, Hamed the obedient son. They played the wiretaps, Mohammed ranting, "They committed treason. May, the devil shit on their graves." Rona's diary was read aloud, her words haunting. Abuse, isolation, pleas for freedom. The girls' school counselors testified, Sahar cutting herself, Geeti begging to be taken from home. Defense argued accident. The girls took the Nissan for a joyride, crashed, but no fingerprints on the wheel, the car's position impossible without a push. Tuba cracked on the stand, admitting she was at the canal, but fainted. Hamed stayed silent, Mohammed defiant. The jury took 15 hours, guilty on all counts, 4 first-degree murders each. Life sentences, no parole for 25 years. The courtroom erupted. The Bobos... Wait, no. The Shafia's remaining kids were devastated, but women's groups cheered. Appeals in 2016 failed. The Supreme Court upheld. Mohammed and Tuba faced deportation in 2018, but Tuba got a rare parole outing in 2019, 5 hours to visit her mom's grave, showing remorse. Hamed's in prison, his youth wasted. The label honor killings sparked backlash. 34 imams signed a fatwa condemning it as un-Islamic, calling it domestic violence. The Shafia case left scars that haven't healed. It exposed the horrors of honor-based violence in immigrant families, sparking national conversations in Canada. Women's shelters saw more calls from Afghan communities. Laws tightened on polygamy and abuse reporting. The canal site in Kingston became a somber memorial spot. In 2025, it's still relevant. A May Vocal Media article revisited it as a prime example of honor killings in the West, debating if the label stigmatizes cultures. Global News tracked Tuba's parole hearings, noting her changed behavior in prison. CTV in 2025 highlighted similar Canadian cases linking to Shafia's legacy. Podcasts like Canadian True Crime in 2025 re-examined the wiretaps, questioning if cultural bias swayed the jury. The remaining Shafia kids, now adults, keep low profiles, but reports say they're divided. Some disown their parents, others visit. The case changed Montreal's Afghan community. More awareness, less silence on abuse. It's a warning. Family bonds can snap under pressure. So, was the Shafia case justice or a cultural clash? With 2025 reflections, it reminds us to watch for hidden abuse. If this gripped you, hit like, share, comment your thoughts. Subscribe for more dark tales. Stay vigilant. Family isn't always safe.